What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to showcase how to get the Paradox Legendaries for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Indigo Disk DLC. We're going to be doing this in Pokemon Scarlet, but you're in Pokemon Violet. You could be following pretty much the exact same steps and get your respective version's Paradox Pokemon. Of course, guys, if you like this type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. Now, to begin, to order to access this one, you're gonna have to start the Indigo Disk, and you're gonna see Urin right in front of the Savannah area Rest 1. Now, when you talk to her, you're gonna need to have 200 Pokemon registered into your Blueberry Academy Dex. So you can just go to your Pokedex and see where you currently are. I'm exactly at 200 caught. There are more than 200 Pokemon in this Pokedex, so you do have some leeway. However, I will say it's going to be very hard for you to complete this Dex if you do not have starter Pokemon. So definitely recommend getting a bunch of the starters, or nearly all the starters that is attainable in this DLC, and it's going to really rack up a lot of those. Of course, you can do online Terra raids as well to catch some of the harder ones to catch, like Porygon Z, where it has like 2 trade evolutions. So I did a bunch of those, and now I'm at my 200, and we're ready to actually talk to her and begin our quest. And now that we have her 200, we're going to go talk to her. She's very impressed with her hard work, which is awesome. Also, fun fact, if you did evolve the Hisui and Growlithe that she gives you, she does have special dialogue here as well, which is pretty neat too. All right, a hot tip. What are these photos going to give us? Straight up a photo of a Paradox Pokemon. And another Paradox Pokemon. So if this were in Pokemon Violet, you would have Iron Boulder here and Iron Crown, but we have Raging Bolt and a Gouging Fire in Area 0, of course. She has given us the photos. We know where exactly to go to in Area 0 to find Gouging Fire and Raging Bolt, so I'll see you there. First up, I'm going to go for Gouging Fire, and for Gouging Fire, I'm going to actually start right at the 0 gate, but instead of going into the actual building, I'm just going to jump off the cliffside here and load into the very top of Area 0, because Gouging Fire is actually located all the way at the top on the other end of the map. Now, if you do have the flying power, which you probably do have the flying power already, and you unlock that just by beating the Indigo Disk, beating the story, you'll be able to go right across, glide, hit L3, and you'll be able to fly right across. And in the photo of Gouging Fire, there was a waterfall. We got a couple waterfalls over here. I'm going to go to the one right in the middle, and I believe this is the one that does have our friend Gouging Fire. Now, I will always recommend saving in front of the Pokemon, because just in case you knock it out, you can just reload your save and you'll be good to go. You could also make a sandwich that improves catching power for fire or dragon type Pokemon. I'd actually recommend dragon type Pokemon, because we're going to be using that also on Raging Bolt here as well, just to make the process a little bit easier, because they're going to have incredibly low catch rates. But there he is, our new friend, Gouging Fire. Looks pretty badass. Paradox Entei, definitely a fan. Loving this model, and unfortunately his shiny is pretty awesome, but he is shiny locked, so that is very depressing. But this is the only way to actually get it, is just to walk up and encounter it and talk to it here. There we go. So it is a fire and a dragon type Pokemon, so luckily you can, use a false swiper like a Gallade or something like that, or you could just throw a Master Ball at it if you don't really care. You could try your hand at a Quick Ball and see if you get it, but I do recommend either putting it to sleep or using like a Thunder Wave to paralyze it, and just hopefully you'll get it pretty quickly. And there we go. Caught ourselves Gouging Fire pretty easy with the False Swiper and the Thunder Wave. Didn't even have to use a catching power on Dragon type Sandwich. And there we go. This Pokemon is honestly badass. There are scant few reports of this creature being sighted. One short video shows it rampaging and spouting pillars of flame. Absolute badass Pokemon. However, it is now time to catch Raging Bolt. And now from where we caught Gouging Fire, we're gonna get back on our ride Pokemon, and we're gonna go down to the waterfall in that like little river area. And we're just gonna keep on going down and that is where our Raging Bolt is going to be spawning. And the beauty of flying is it is so easy getting around here. And I think another cool thing is there are definitely parts of Area 0 that were a lot harder to access without flight, but now that we have full-on flying, we can pretty much go everywhere. And I do wonder if that changes any of the spawn dynamics in this game. We're gonna come on in and let's see if we can find our Paradox friend over here. And there he is, right under the waterfall. And once again, unfortunately, a shiny locked Pokemon, and I think Raging Bull has a excellent, phenomenal shiny. And this is personally my favorite of all of the new Pokemon that were added. Absolute glorious looking Pokemon to me. And very similar to what we did, we're going to go use our False Swiper and knock him down to 1 HP. Because he's an electric type Pokemon, we cannot use Thunder Wave on him, which is definitely problematic. But we do have Hypnosis, which is why I like Gallade. Or you can have like a Breloom or something like that has Spore, which works really well in this situation as well. So we're just going to knock him down, try to catch him, and hopefully we'll get him pretty quickly. Now, let's bring him back. Gouging Fire. She's very impressive of us, honestly. Very cool. Taking a photo. I don't know what she's taking a photo of. Just us? Not even with the Pokemon out? And then we're going to have to talk to her again that we also got Raging Bolt. The neck. Boy, that neck. He does have the longest neck. I agree. He is literally a tall neck from Horizon Zero Dawn. No doubt about that. Once again, just taking photos of us and not the Pokemon. And we do get a nice prize. We get a Sport Ball for this. So this is how you get access to the Sport Ball, which is absolutely sick. I think this is one of the best balls in Pokemon history. So that is definitely a great reward. So don't forget to come back to her for this. Whether you're in Pokemon Scarlet or Violet, you definitely want to do this for sure. Now, there is one disappointing thing I got to say about this quest line. There is no Walking Wake or Iron Leaves. Unfortunately, to get access to Walking Wake and Iron Leaves, you have to have done the event back when they had it live. They are in the Dex, but they aren't necessary for Dex completion. So hopefully you already have them. Hopefully they bring back those quests. There we have it. We got Walking Wake, Raging Bolt, and Gouging Fire. And I gotta say, the Scarlet Paradoxes are pretty badass. And of course, guys, if you like this type of content, enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.